So, big thank you to Randall. For the second year, I get an opportunity to say a few things about my favorite topic, which is your salespeople. And specifically, I get a chance to talk with a lot of them all the time. I have individual conversations on the phone with about 300 sellers every year from dozens of companies preparing for workshops. I get to interact with hundreds more in small, intimate workshop environments. And I have to say, I like them a lot. And I like to try and give them voice and to talk about a little bit about what's going on inside their heads, because in the normal hurly-burly of business every day and chasing goals and so forth, you may not get a chance to hear those voices. So, first of all, on the whole, I like them a lot. These are people who want to do well. These are people who want to please, who want to grow. They want mentorship, and they want to be led by people like you, and that's a great thing. But as we push and equip and empower these people to grow the next 50 billion, and they are the vehicle by which we're going to get there, I'm afraid that we're missing a key part of the story. We're valuing and exalting, in my opinion, the wrong thing. We exalt success, right? We thrive on it. We invite the biggest billers up on stage, as we should, at conferences. We have contests to drive revenue. This is the reality of the business. But one more successful sale, one more successful quarter, one more win. It can all feel a little hollow. Even while we're crushing it, we fail to see that it's crushing us. The relentless focus on success taxes and disempowers the very salespeople who we need to carry us forward to the next $50 billion in marketer spending. They're not inspired, they're simply chasing. And we fail to see that the quality that will actually nourish and grow this next generation of sellers and create the basis for sustained performance and success is right before our very eyes. And what I'm talking about is excellence. Because excellence, not success, in my opinion, is the right measure. As Tom Boswell put it in his book, The Heart of the Order, success gets measured externally by comparison with others. Success is often beyond our personal control, and moreover, it's perishable. Excellence, on the other hand, is an internal quality, a consequence in large measure of the capacity and of the commitment of an individual. And I might add, the commitment of an organization. Excellence, therefore, endures. So what's going to lead us towards this level of enduring success that we can achieve through excellence? Well, anybody that's taken a marketing or advertising class in the last 50 years is familiar with the 4 Ps of marketing: place, product, promotion, and price. So in just the very brief remarks that I have tonight before we bring up our Sales Excellence Award winners, I want to leave you with my 4 Ps for digital sales excellence. The first P stands for process. The great sellers and sales organizations that I work with treat the sales process with as much care, dedication, and focus as they treat their engineering processes and as they treat their financial processes. I'm not talking about top-heavy decks of PowerPoint slides and expensive chest-thumping demos. No, I'm talking about the sales processes that help us navigate confusing client and agency hierarchies, that help us differentiate important customer input from false objections. A friend asked me the other day, he said, "So what matters most, hiring the right people or having a great process?" And I said, hands down, a great process. Because a great process can take average sellers and make them perform, and a crappy process can take the very best salespeople and completely gut and disempower them. Simple, elegant process is the foundation on which we'll build the immediate future of our businesses. The next P stands for practice. Practice is the hard work that we must do culturally to prepare for meaningful customer conversations. It's not about rehearsing your lines. It's learning marketer issues and logically attaching them to our media and tech offerings in advance. It's the work we do when we're not on in front of the client. More importantly, it's about managers working directly and consistently with sellers to anticipate client meetings. Historically, we're an organization and a culture that focuses on the games and very little on the practices. And I think that's got to change. The next P might sound a little bit strange. The next P is pathos, the Greek term for emotion. Culturally, we are a generation of technical product describers, and it can all get a little dry. I believe there's a business narrative in the middle of every great sale, a narrative that includes vital business outcomes, a ticking clock, a missing group of consumers, a great deal of money at risk, and loads and loads and loads of drama. Culturally, we need to get better at telling those stories. Without them, our products and solutions have no context, no urgency, no stakes. Without pathos, we're just selling vitamins when we should really be selling painkillers. And the fourth and final P is point of view, but it could just as easily stand for position, as in take a position. For 20 years, we've asked our customers to tell us their needs. We've dutifully filled out their RFPs and contorted ourselves to their shifting standards of what's meaningful and important in the moment. But the great sales leaders know that action forms around a point of view, and their sales cultures form around a point of view as well. The authors of The Challenger Sale have said that the biggest problem most customers have is that they don't really know what their problems are. I believe it's time for us to start telling them. As a wise sales manager of mine once said, if you ask your customer what he needs and then give him that, shame on you. Because your customer doesn't know what's possible, and you do. Excellence is going to mean that it's time we start to lead the conversation. And I fundamentally believe that most customers, at the end of the day, want to be led into this new age. Process, practice, pathos, and point of view. It's a simple formula to remember. It just might be the key to breaking this thing of ours wide open and then sustaining that success for years to come. I think it's certainly worth a conversation, so let's have one. If you'd like to share any of these ideas with your own companies, I'm more than happy to give them away. Good ideas want to be free. All you have to do is ask. So I want to thank you all for your time and your consideration. And without any further delay, I'm going to bring Randall back up to recognize our 2016 IAB Sales Excellence Award winners. Thank you very much.